Now, in this part 2 of kinetic theory of gases, we will discuss about the types of velocities of gases. Those are average velocity denoted by Ca, RMS velocity, root mean square velocity, C, most probable velocity. Already in the last video I have mentioned what is the meaning of most probable velocity, as well as kinetic theory of gases. Mainly collision theory, that means what collision number, what number of collisions, and the mean free path. These are the two very important parts. Let's start with the velocity expression of the velocity expression. First of all, average velocity. I think we all know that about the average. It's a very simple one. Average is nothing but just like a mathematical problem. Also, what is the type? Same type of average. That means if n number of gas molecules are there having the velocity c1, c2 and say up to cn, different type of velocities are there. So what will be the average? Obviously average will be total velocity divided by total number of molecules. So total velocity by total number of molecules. And it is further expressed by this expression. This expression is very important. We have to remember that. That means Ca equal to root 8 RT by pi m. Here R is the ideal gas constant, we all know that, and m is equal to molecular weight, T for temperature in Kelvin. So average velocity can be expressed by root over 8 RT by pi m. Now moving to the next part, that is RMS velocity. Now moving to the next part, that is RMS velocity. Now RMS velocity means root mean square velocity. That means at first we have to find out what is the meaning of mean square velocity. We all know that mean means again same thing, average, and the square of the velocity. So let's start square of the velocity. This is the square of the velocity. If we do the mean, that means obviously same thing. That means number of molecules we have to divide it by number of molecules you have to divide by number of molecules. So you have divided by number of molecules. So it is, this part is mean square velocity, not root mean square. If we do the root mean square velocity, that means if we do the root over here, same thing I have given, root we have done. So root, in that case it becomes RMS velocity or root mean square velocity. So this is the root mean square velocity mathematical expression, and it is can be denoted by this way also. C is equal to root over 3 RT by capital M. Again same thing, R is the ideal gas constant, M equal to molecular weight of the particular gas. Now moving to the most probable velocity, as I mentioned, most probable in last video, most probable velocity means at a certain temperature Tk. It is the velocity where major part of gas molecule cluster, that means major part of molecules occupying this type of velocity, that means around this velocity. So this velocity is known as most probable velocity, and this most probable velocity can be expressed by this way. That means Cp equal to root over 2 RT by capital M. So hope that these are the three ways to express the velocity of gases. Now moving to the next part, that means kinetic theory. Let us think about the kinetic theory. The basic theory we all know that. That means many theories, kinetic theories are there for the ideal gases. I have not mentioned all the things. That means very few things I think we all know about that. That means the gas molecules having occupying the teeny part, or each and every part is known as molecule. And gas molecules are considered as a point mass, very small point mass. It is known as. The main thing we have to learn over here, that means because the gas molecules are not the rigid, that means they are not tightly bounded with each other. So obviously they are loosely bounded. Their movement is very much free. That means they can move here and there. That means random movement can be happen here. If random movement is there, obviously collision must be there. So obviously collision will be there. Collision with other molecules or collision with the inner wall of the container. So collision must be happen in case of ideal gas. Obviously movement. In case of gas, ideal gas, obviously movement will be there. And because the movement is there, that means random movement is there, collision must be there. Now how we can calculate the collision, number of collisions? The number of collisions is very important. Number of collisions suffered by a molecule per second can be expressed by this way. That means Z1, that means number of collisions I have mentioned, that means that is equal to root 2 pi sigma square CAN. Sigma means what? That is diameter of the molecule. Ca is already I have mentioned, that is average velocity, and n equal to number of gas molecules per cc. So this is the expression of number of collisions suffered by a molecule per second. Total number of collisions per second per cc is equal to ZAA equal to half n, again same thing. That means whenever 2, that means total number of collision, it is for single molecule I have mentioned. Whenever 2 molecules are involved, obviously in case of collision 2 molecules are involved, so number of collision becomes half of the n. That means n number of molecules are, that means half into n is multiplied with the total part. So it becomes ZAA equal to pi sigma square CAN square divided by root 2. So this is the collision number I have mentioned. The next vital part is mean free path. It is very important. What is the meaning of mean free path? We all know that, as I mentioned, that means molecules are random. That means molecules are random. It can move here and there, anywhere it can move. So obviously whenever the movement is there, so obviously if another molecule is there, obviously collision can be happen. Or if inner wall is there, then another collision can be happen. That means whenever 2 collision in the 2, what is the meaning of mean free path? That means whenever if we consider a single molecule in this molecule, that means different type of collision may be happen. Whenever if we consider 2 successive collision, that means 2 successive collision, the average distance covered by the it is the average distance covered by a gas molecule between 2 successive collision. That means if we consider a particular molecule, in between 2 successive collision, whatever the distance covered, that means if we do the average between every 2 successive collisions, if we do the average there, that average is known as mean free path. If Ca is the distance covered by the molecules per second, that means average velocity, then L is the mean free path, can be calculated by Ca by Z1. Z1, as I have mentioned, Z1 is nothing but this one, that means number of collisions suffered by a molecule per second. That means if we can calculate it by this way, L equal to Ca by Z. That means Ca divided by, if we put the expression of Z1 as I mentioned in the last page, that means Z1 equal to this one. So I have put the expression over here, root 2 pi sigma square CAN. So after simplifying, it becomes L equal to 1 by root 2 pi sigma square n. So this is the expression of mean free path. Hope that you have cleared it up.